is going up YouTube? We have another episode here featuring more ADRO parts, but this time we are building Min's Supra to the facelift. I think the boys are prepping the parts now, and I'm really keen to get this started because this is a whole transformation. Whoa! If you guys have seen online, as I was saying, if you guys have seen online, you know this Supra facelift kit broke the internet. We got a whole new front bar with a whole new front lip. These are the grill pieces. We got the, I like to call them the GT3 RS style fenders. We got the door garnishes here. And to top it all off, oh, where's the diffuser? Oh, the diffuser. We need diffuser. It's a huge diffuser. I knew we were missing something. I was like, what's going on here? Go back and show you the rest of this. There's not much left. And we're doing the higher wing stand. All right, also, I did see your comments on the last video. If we got 50 likes, we'd go buy a Honda Civic FL5. Well, I got half of it. We got a Honda Civic. Not really the FL5 that we're expecting, was it? Damn, that is aggressive. Yeah, I reckon 100% you need the higher wing stands for this. All right, so those are the parts there. That's what we're gonna try and get on today. We're gonna jump to B-roll, so we'll see you in a bit.
Guys, so with the small wing stand in the back, I could not see with that old wing stand because it was so short and it was like right in between, in the middle where Adrian's head is. Yeah, so my view was always blocked, but now it's higher, I can see at the back now. Like it matters anyway because the Supra, the visibility in here is quite, yeah, you can't really see.
See that, bro? So, side skirts are off, rear pods are off. Diffuser is half off by accident. We're gonna get this onto the jack now and get the bumper off and show you what the ADRO conversion bumper is like. So let's get going.
No.
Oh. So wait, who did this? You don't take this off.
Because you take this off, man. No?
Oh, no, but Brian said open the door while you take it off.
No, I said Brian was taping it, not me. It was me.
Well guys, Min's car is incredibly low. Doesn't even get on our horse. So we're gonna revert to race ramps and we're gonna do this manually. We're gonna break all the lug nuts, drop the car onto the jack stands at the front and we'll go from there.
Hello. So you're just taking off the stock clips on the bottom, pretty standard stuff. Once all that's out, then you can just pretty much yank the side screw
Quick
out.
tip with this one. I think whenever we try to be gentle pulling these pieces off, that's when things go wrong. So you just have to have the confidence and just rip it off like.
To be fair though, it works most of the time, but the thing I was concerned about, do you see this clip here? It was rubbing against the, so that's why I pushed it down with the clip and then the rest just fell out. But yes, usually the first or second clip is going to be the hardest because that's where the whole thing clips onto.
So it's time for the door garnish. So what you do, it actually replaces the whole OEM one. So you gotta take this off. This is held by 3M and the same two screws that we're taking off here. What you gotta do is take off this rubber piece. It's just held in by these plastic screws. Peel it back, and then there's just two torque screws here. Then right after that, all you gotta do is pry it, pull it. They're all held in by multiple clips. Woo! Nice. There we go. Yep.
Gotta give
Look
that
how
a
many
wipe,
clips
eh?
there are.
Absolutely.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, Brian.
That's all there is to it.
All right, while everyone's got their job, Min's doing the 3M, Brian's cleaning up the fender garnish, I'm gonna get started on the fender liner. So it is, I think 10 mil bolts that are holding it in. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this fender liner that curves from up here and it goes underneath. Because the new ADRO side skirt is cut out, we're gonna have to make some modifications here. That way you won't be able to see it with the new fender that's indented. So that's gonna be a really fun part. I'm gonna take this off now and then we'll get on to the other ones in a second. These things, if you want to have a look at it. These are the 10 mils.
All right, let's go, come on.
Okay,
I just want to finish one side, I just want to see it.
All right, relax. Go on. Oh yeah, oh yes. All right guys, so as you would have saw, that fender liner is now out. We now have full access to the two 10 mils that are back here, which actually there's plenty of room. You don't need an extension. You can actually just use your arm, which is fantastic. So you can actually just get a ratchet in there and just go to town on that thing. There's two bumper clips up here. Once you take this off, we can remove the top. And then, yeah, we should have access to the entire fender and then just, boop, should be done. Let's do it.
Let it dry for a bit. So the adhesive promoter will kind of prepare the surface for the double-sided tape, but don't put the double-sided tape on when it's still wet. Let it dry, let it air out for a bit, and then your surface is gonna be really sticky. It's gonna add that extra bond to the tape. So guys, you can see these little 3M ribbons right here. We're just peeling away at the edges so we can get that first tack, but we're gonna get the 2 screws in first. Once everything is in the position that we like, we'll take off the rest of the tape. That way it fits perfect.
Damn, that shit looks sick.
Bro, look at the bolt under here.
Huh?
Look at the bolt.
So the reason we're cutting is because there was no actual thread or head for that bolt that was underneath. What Nathan's done is what we usually do when this sort of stuff happens. We make a straight cut, like an indent in that bolt, so that way we can use a flat head to turn it. That is actually a good trick at home, that if you guys have a bolt that doesn't have a head, or you've seized that bolt somehow, you can actually just cut a straight line, use a flat head and turn. It works, I'd say like 90% of the time.
Works for all the screws that aren't super torqued in. Like anything that is, you know, loose, like fenders and stuff like that. If you're touching anything engine, you can't do that.
And it doesn't work if the bolt has Loctite on it.
Yeah.
All right, that bolt is gone. Chuck away the car. It's over. And then the second problem is that, yeah, when Toyota was assembling the car, the fender bolt is going through the door side. So the head of the bolt is actually on this side, which you have no access to. So essentially, if you guys didn't see it on camera, what we were trying to explain was the bolt is inverted. So it's actually like this, making the clearance this, right? So Brian, with his finger spanner, used the grip of his index finger and kind of turn it until the fender was able to pop out. Once that pops out, this kind of falls through. When we re-put this on, we can bolt it from this side. And that will be much more accessible in the future if we go back to stock. So as you can see, flat goes with the body line. Now we have this sick cut here. So this hole will mount to the new side skirt, I believe. So you thread it through the other side, and it has that massive flick up here, which is going to look so sick. All right, here we go. Test fitting it.
Man, is that someone's blood?
Oh boy! Yeah. Step back. You have to look. Hey, close your eyes, man. Ready? Can I step
Wait, can you close the hood?
Oh my god, that looks hectic.
That is it.
That is hectic. Holy cow.
No, now we need it. I can't wait to drop this thing now.
Awesome, bro.
It's gonna look so good.
Oh, that is hectic.
That looks fucking sick.
Bro, that is so
Wow.
sick. That is so sick.
This
Honestly,
cut,
I feel like
this cut
ADRO
here
puts
is
so much
nice,
effort into
bro.
the Supra. When you don't spare any expense on a car, when you go to sell it, it makes it so much more worth. Do you know what I mean? Like when you start cutting costs here and there, it's like, oh, maybe I don't need the best suspension. Maybe I don't want the full kit.
People see the value in it. It's like,
100%.
holy shit, like these
Because
guys put all the
this
money
kit
into it.
retails like almost 25,000, you know what I mean? So like when you do it properly and do it right, it's actually like a huge value. Do you know what I mean? That's why for you guys at home, we always urge you guys, if you choose a kit, go the whole way. No matter what it is, just do everything on it because they're all made for each other. Like the parts complement each other, and hence why we go ADRO everything, especially if it's quality parts. Like
Nathan knows he's about to mod the shit out of this one.
whoa. Okay. Hey, don't show them my FL5. All right, let's get this front wheel back on so we can drop this side and then work on the fender on that side. If it's too late, at least we could do the diffuser and then call it a day. We'll do bumper tomorrow.
Or I can just finish it tonight.
Oh, fair enough.
No, we're finishing it, we're finishing
So
it.
now that this is on, we got a bit excited. Now we've got to cut to make an adjustment for this new fender. So this is actually going to be the tricky part.
Now it's on.
Oh, that's a big cut. Hang on.
That is a big cut. It's going to be pretty good. Like this. All right, so what we've done is we've made a cut through here, and essentially the last cut we're going to do is here. Now we've tried not to cut too much of the plastic around here because you can actually bend this and tuck it behind the fender. So the less that you see, the better.
That was hard, guys. Just put in all these grill pieces, so the front, side, and middle, while the boys are still cutting the fenders. Me and Nathan thought we'd get started with the bumper because it's getting late already.
Shall we do a time check? It is now 10:10 and it's still hot. It's still hot. We all sweating. We sweating for you guys. That sounds sus. Don't worry about it.
Nathan's a bit wet.
You know what? Just bring your car to Black Label like this, Minnow. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. I'm done.
All right, guys. So, like, honestly, it is later than I had expected. It is getting close to midnight, but I am determined. Me and Min struggled a lot on this fender cutting. I'm not even gonna lie. The fender cutting really got to us. We're trying to get it done. We really are, but it's gonna take a bit of time. So we are on the clock. We're gonna get this done.
And guys, if you're doing this at home, tape this light. You're gonna scratch it if you don't tape this one up properly.
All right, guys, so we finally finished the fender line cut and everything is perfect. We've just put back on the wheel and like, it just looks so good. It's so good, but like, all right, for those that are going with this new ADRO fender, I highly recommend PPFing this because this is just gonna get messed up. I can already tell your front wheel is just gonna flick rocks all the way through here. So for those that are actually getting this done, before you get it installed, I highly recommend getting this PPF and probably the side skirt PPF too. This is an expensive piece of carbon. So get this PPF, but like, how sick does that look? It looks so cool. Like, almost looks like a wide body, you know? Like crazy cool. So that is this side completely done. So we're gonna finish off the other side now. Bro, look at this, bro. What is this clearance? So, as you guys know, it is almost midnight. Guess who just pulled up? Deshaun has given us his car so that we can put on the ADRO kit for you guys to see how amazing it actually is. He's rocked up now. So do you want to come outside and have a look? Let's go. Let's go on, boys. Woo, it is hot as shit out here. All right, guys, so this is going to be the FL5 that will be rocking the ADRO kit. Deshaun actually wants the Mugen kit, but we are going to just borrow his car for the show. That way you guys can actually see that the ADRO kit for the FL5 is actually worth it. It is a lot of money, I understand, but it's gonna look so good on this car. I reckon let's go for a walk around this car. The color match wing actually makes it. So he's got high wing stands for his Type R wing. Color match wing here. T37s in the magnesium blue. And I don't know what suspension he's on, but I can ask him. Brian will probably fill me in later, but this is so sick. I reckon you guys will love the ADRO kit after this. Let's get this started. We'll finish off Min's kit and we'll work on the FL5. Let's go.
All right, guys, we need to take this support for the old bumper, and for the ADRO one, they actually give you a new one because it doesn't have a nose anymore, so it's more flat. So I need to take this off, 2 bolts here and 2 hidden underneath. Take it off, and then this will support the new bumper. It's much sturdier and more flat for the new flat-faced bumper. I think we have to go ahead. Can't put it on yet. There's instructions for us to cut this foam off, so we have to trim it off so the new bumper can go on as well. So up into the groove?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just hold it.
Oh no, what have I done?
It's lost all support.
Oh, no.
These two pieces were holding these two together.
Holy fuck.
Bro, what a car.
Now that's fucking insane.
The slight longer bumper makes the entire proportion so much better. I don't know why, like, you see how the stock bar, it's like inverted? Why did they do that? This looks so crazy. Oh my God, I'm actually so jealous of Min's car.
Yep, that's it.
Alright guys, so it is the ADRO V2 kit done for the Supra. It looks phenomenal. It's late, I'll leave you to it, but I'll see you guys real soon and we're gonna jump into B-rolls. See you later.